Hey, you guys. I pray you guys are doing well. I pray that you guys are having a good day. With that being said, today I'm going to be, you're probably wondering who this lady is that keeps popping up on your screen. My name is Andrell. I am the owner of Serenity's Boutique, and I am a prophetess. Serenity's Boutique was started because I wanted to have more income to keep Grace Message Ministries going. And if you don't know what Grace Message Ministry is, it's an online ministry, and it's also, I do ministry on the streets. And I am full-time ministry, so that's where Serenity Boutique came in, and I just wanted to fund the ministry, so that God wanted to fund the ministry, so he has brought Serenity Boutique to life. So that's where that's coming from. And me just being starting off, I've never had my own business before. I did do a little I used to do makeup, but I never had like a business. But so I want to share this journey because I want you guys to know that there's so many people that could do this. With God, all things are possible. There's nothing that you can't do. So I'm going to be sharing this journey. So that's why I'm here. That's why I pray that this is informative to you guys and helpful to you guys. And I just want to come and share. Today we're going to be talking about custom labels, DTF films, and pricing, and being a perfectionist. And I just encourage you guys to subscribe and follow along on this journey. Today we're going to start off with DTF films. Well, my DTF films, I've just started doing this because before I was doing Cricut, the Cricut machine, using that to weed. And I don't know if you guys know what Cricut machine is, but it's a machine that makes your prints with vinyl, and you have to de-weed and such, and you go on and you can press them onto your t-shirts or whatever you're pressing onto. But by me having a store now, and there's going to be there's multiple orders coming in, and they're coming in fast, we have to have a way to get this done quickly. So now we're moving on to DTF film. What is DTF film? Didn't actually plan to show this, but it is a film that you can send out. You send out your design. You send out your design, and they put it on these little sheets. And you cut off your design, and then you glue it onto the you cut off your design off the sheet. These are called gang sheets. You cut off the design, and then you put the design onto your t-shirt or whatever you're putting on, a hoodie or whatever piece of clothing that you're using. And it makes it way faster because all I need to do is cut these off and put them in a stack, have them ready, and have my press machine heated up, and I could press one, press the next one, and so forth. And it makes it way easier than having to print the design myself, de-weed the design, and then put it onto the shirt. I don't have time for that. We are starting off as a small business, so I don't have time for that now. And now we have DTF films. And this was a journey getting these because I wanted to get samples. And the lady was so sweet that did this, because I don't know if it was Christmas time or if it was on her mistake, or when she sent these to me. This is the roll that it came to. When she sent it to me, the first one, I don't know if it had got lost, it was because of Thanksgiving or what happened, but the first one, the first roll didn't even look as good as the second one. So I believe God does everything for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. But the second one looks way better than the first one. So I believe that's why that happened. But the first one didn't come right away. I didn't get this roll until yesterday, I want to say yesterday or the day before I got the second roll. And it took me a while to get these. And why am I speaking so much about these DTF films? Because they're important, and I want to make sure, and I was testing out the 2 different companies to see which one I want to go with, but she has pretty much nailed it down for me. I'm going to still test one more company because like I said, I'm a perfectionist, and I really want to make sure my things that are going out to people are happy with. I'm happy with it. It has my name on it, and it's attached to God. This is something that God is pushing forward, and I want to make sure that it's right. And I didn't want to outsource, but I have to do that because I have 2 hands. I can only do so much at one time, and I only have 3 other people helping me right now until I hire more people on. So that's where we're at right now. And we're going to have, either if I hire people on or not, more people on or not, I'm going to still have to get help. I'm going to have to get help, so we can't use Cricut. I mean, we could use a Cricut machine, but that's no way going to get us to where we need to be. So we have to get the DTF films. So that was a process. That was a journey. And I actually was getting upset, but I prayed about it, and God led me through. So the DTF films, I'm going to get one more company, and I'm going to decide who I'm going to go with. But the second print that she sent me was really, really nice. And I just appreciate her doing that, because she didn't have to do that. With that being said, like I wanted to mention too, with the DTFs, these also can come, like if your machine don't have enough ink, if your machine is running out of ink, anything that is with your machine is just like a regular printer. It can cause it to look funny. It can cause it to look blurry. So you have to get everything pristine and right each time. And then every time your print could look different because it's a printer. Let's go on to pricing. We're still playing. I think I'm pretty much where I need to be with pricing, but now we're running sales, so we're going back and forth with pricing. But I think pretty much where I want to be is where with pricing now I've pretty much leveled out. So that was a hard thing for me, is pricing, especially when I'm just learning into the I'm just getting into that. So that was very hard and discomforting to me, because I'm a people person and I love people, and I don't want no one to feel left out. I want something on the website for everyone to be able to afford to get a hold of if they want. So that was a big stressor. Pricing was a big stressor. And I want to talk about labels, custom labels. And why did I choose custom labels? Because if you're going to have a luxury brand, you need to go all the way out. You can't expect people to pay for something and you're doing things halfway. So on the eventually all the items will have our label on the clothing, but right now it's just going to be the higher end items. And then as we move on, months down the line, we are going to have labels on each piece of clothing, where I don't know where it's going to be. Like it'll have our label actually on the clothing. And also we're doing that custom label, and then we're also going to have the Serenity Boutique branding tag, you know, that comes on the clothes when you buy it. And this is the front of it, and it just says Serenity's Boutique. And I know it's going to be backwards because my camera's flipped backwards so I can see. And then if you flip it over, it says Love Wins. So that is our actual clothing tag. And what the tag is going to look like on the clothes, it will be the branding. That's what it will look like on the clothes. This is our logo. So that's what's going to be on the clothes. And that is what we will have our branding. So that is something that we are getting involved into, and we just want to be, I just want to make sure everything is nice, and when people get their stuff out of the package, they feel like it's it's a luxury brand. So it's a luxury brand. I want the people to feel like that. And even when the stuff is more lower cost, you are still going to get that same feel, because there's going to be something for everybody, and there's always going to be sales going on, so people can always get their hands on these things. I just want this thing to be nice. I just want this thing to, if I was to buy something online, I want to be satisfied. I want to feel like it's me buying it and I feel satisfied, or I'll send it to my family and I want them to be satisfied. So even with strangers, whoever the customer is, I want them to come in and feel satisfied and feel like they got their money's worth and good quality item. And with that being said, I think that's it for labels and pricing, and then custom film. Being a perfectionist, I do things over and over, just like pricing. I've been looking at pricing for ever since I started the company. I started my t-shirts off at $50, and then I went back down, and I went back up. I went back down, I went back up, and I just played in the middle. So now I brought them down a little bit more, and they're no longer $50. They are lower. And our mid-range hoodies are going to be $65, between $65 and $45 on sale. Between $65 or the lowest $45 on sale. The higher range hoodies are going to range from, they could go up as high as $90, and I will never bring hoodies more higher than $90. That's because my heart won't allow me to do that. But they could range from anywhere from $90 all the way down to $70. So that's where our higher range hoodies will be. But there will always be a chance to get a discount in there, and I will be giving out coupons and offering free shipping. And there's going to be always free shipping after $150. I'm going to be adding that to the website. I just haven't got to it. I've been working out little tweaks in the website, so yeah. we've been busy with this website. We've been busy with Serenity's Boutique. And even days I felt stressed out about it. I have to pray about it. I felt like giving up, but we can't give up. If you are in something, you're in it to win it. No matter when it gets hard, no matter when it's stuff coming against you, or things not going the way you planned, you have to keep moving forward and know and pray that God will help you, because He will help you. He will always help us. And I just want you guys to know, no, it's not easy, especially starting something from the ground and building it up. It ain't gonna be easy. Just like with what are we doing? I'm trying to think of what I'm saying. Advertisement. We do also social media advertisement right now. We haven't ventured out yet, because I'm just now locking down the website and getting everything up on the website. I'm just now gotten everything we need as far as packaging and labeling and all that stuff ironed out. And like the DTF films, we had to do that. And there's just so much we had to do on the back end. Now we're going to go into looking more at the advertisement. But for now, I just want to stick with social media, because it's so much social media. You can reach people through social media. But later on, maybe, I'm never going to say never, because I am cheaper. I like to save money where I can, because like I said, this is done for the ministry, and we give these funds back to it goes back into the homeless, and it goes back into the ministry. It keeps the ministry going. So I am conscious of how we're spending and how we're budgeting. So yes, I am very conscious of that. And I come from humble beginnings. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. So I know what it feels like to have nothing. I know what it feels like to have a little bit. I know what it feels like to work from nothing and have nothing. So I know both ends of things, and I just want to, that's why where the pricing came in, I was a little about. So I'm still getting to the advertisement part. So now we're working that in, and we haven't decided, but one day you might see Serenity Boutique commercials. We can't say never. We might go and do that. We don't know that yet. It's God leading this thing. It's not me leading it. It's God leading it. And when He okays me, I will do that. So right now I think that's pretty much it. Last week was a little trying for me, but you can get through anything. You can get through anything. You can do anything. I want you guys to know that I have cognitive was born with a cognitive issue. I don't know if I was actually born with it or what, because I had a brain injury when I was really young, a really traumatic brain injury. So I don't know if it was from that or what happened in there, but I struggle with cognitive skills, my thinking, returning information, and it's hard for me with those things. I got to do a lot of writing down to remember things. And that's why you guys will see me looking off a lot, because I look at notes. But anything is possible with God. Nothing you can never say never. Never say never. Never say never. Never say never. If God wants you to do it, He'll get you through it. You just have to pray your way through it. And nothing good comes easy. So you have to remember that. And remember, nothing worth keeping comes quickly. So we have to remember that and just keep going. No, start somewhere. You can start with nothing. I started this business with nothing, starting it from the ground up with just t-shirts, and I'm moving on and keep going. And I have a story about that. I can't tell everything here, but I just want you guys to keep going. If you have a business idea, talk to God about it. Do your research, and you don't have to do everything like everyone else, because we are all different. You don't have to, just because someone else is doing it that way, that don't mean you have to do it that way. Because it worked for them, don't mean it will work for you. But do your research. Be wise with your decisions, especially in the beginning. Start small. When you start small, you can grow your way up. You don't have to have this big grand company in the beginning. You don't have to do this big grand thing in the beginning. You can just have 2 products, or however you're doing things. Just allow yourself grace to mess up, grace for mistakes, grace for people that you're working with to make mistakes, because they will. Oh, and I wanted to mention to you guys too, we are going to have, because you know how when companies make clothes, they're going to have mess ups, they're going to have errors. So I don't want to have like a discounted section for those, because I'm not selling those things. I'm going to have a give back for these things. So I'm not sure if I'm going to give it back here, or if I'm going to go and give it somewhere in the ministry field and give out to the homeless, or how I'm going to do that. But there will be items that are going to be not perfect, but I'm not going to throw them away because they're still clothing and they can still keep somebody warm and they will still get the job done. So I don't know if they will be here or how I'm going to do that, but I will be doing a give back with our mistake items. So I'll see how that's going to push forth. And if you guys have any ideas for me, help me to brainstorm. And if you guys have any ideas of how I should give those things away, because I won't sell them, they will be given to someone that needs them. And if you guys have a foundation or a company that you know that gives back to people, that would be a good place to me to give those things to. Drop them in the comment below. And I just ask that you guys like, comment, and subscribe if these videos are helping you, these messages are helping you. And I just pray this helps someone. I am so imperfect. I am starting, like I told you, I'm far from perfect. I'm just going about this and learning as I grow, as I go. And you can do the exact same thing. Let no one tell you what you can't do. People will try to tell you what you can't do, but when you have God, you can do anything. So go forth today knowing that you can do anything when you put your mind to it. You guys have a blessed one. Bye-bye.